I later learned that Jeffrey stayed by Amelia's bedside in the VIP ward until she finally woke. Jeff. Her voice was faint, trembling with the fear of someone who had barely escaped death. He held her gently, brushing the cold sweat from her forehead with his thumb.
It's my fault. I should have done a better job protecting you. I am sorry for what you've been through.
Amelia shook her head weakly, then seemed to remember something.
Where is that lady? How is she?
Jeffrey's gaze darkened for a moment before he looked away.
You're too kind. I won't let anything happen to you again.
He stroked her back smoothly until she drifted back to an uneasy sleep. Then, his expression hardened as he gave his next order.
Clean out the villa on the hillside. Throw out everything that shouldn't be there. Amelia will be moving in once she's discharged.
One of his men nodded and handed him a document.
This is the compensation agreement for Ms. Leonard.
As you requested, 2 casinos and 20% of the company's shares have been transferred to her name. It's enough for her to start her own operation.
Jeffrey gave a short nod.
Send it to her and have her sign it.
To him, this was already a grand gesture, an act of mercy and closure. After 8 years by his side, he thought I should have known my place. But a day passed, and there was no response. He dialed my number himself, but there was no answer. He called the butler at the villa.
Where's Mrs. Delacruz? Hasn't she come home? Mrs. Delacruz never returned.
A flicker of unease stirred beneath at Jeffrey's growing irritation. Aside from staying by his side, where else in New Jersey should someone like me go? One of his men cautiously suggested.
Mr. Delacruz, could it be that Ms. Leonard is still in the hospital? She was pretty badly hurt last time.
Jeffrey froze for a moment, remembering that he had driven the blade through my hand just 2 days ago. He pushed down the ease in his chest and ordered his men.
Find out which hospital she's in. Bring her the papers and have her sign them.
The subordinate took the file, but was stopped before leaving.
When you find her, leave 2 men to keep watch. She's unpredictable. If she tries anything against Amelia, deal with her mother first. Let her suffer a little if you have to. She'll get the message.
That night, Jeffrey returned to the top floor of the casino. That used to be our private haven. Beyond the vast floor-to-ceiling windows stretched New Jersey's most dazzling night scheme, neon lights flickering beneath a sky full of inverted stars. I used to stand beside him, point down at the skyline, and laugh.
This is our empire.
He yanked off his tie and tossed it aside, irritation burning through him until a faint noise came from the bedroom.
Is Geraldine back already?
He thought.
That's right. Where else can she go?
With my temper, returning quietly never meant surrender. It meant I was plotting something. Either I was here to make a scene, or I had a plan, and Amelia was my target. His eyes turned cold as he strode to the door and pushed it open. Neon lights spilled in through the windows, outlining a slim, graceful silhouette. But when she turned, his voice dropped to ice.
Who told you to come here?
Amelia flinched, a delicate nail charm trembling between her fingers.
Jeff. Her voice shook like that of a frightened dew. I just wanted to look around. The guards said no one lived here anymore.
Please don't blame them. Jeffrey's gaze fell on the nail piece in her hand. I knew that nail charm. It was one of mine. Razor thin, deceptively beautiful, designed to slice through flesh or even sheet metal. Every piece I wore, my earrings, my hairpins, even my lipstick, could be a hidden weapon. The Scarlet Healer had never been just a name for the gambling table. For a moment, the fury in Jeffrey's chest softened as he looked into Amelia's uneasy eyes. He stepped forward and pulled her gently into his arms.
I'm not angry. It's just that these things belong to my late-went wife. If you like them, I'll have new ones made for you.
Amelia looked up, her eyes shimmering with emotion. It seemed to me that she thought she hadn't chosen the wrong man after all. Someone who could be so devoted to his late wife would surely make a good husband and father. In the early hours of the morning, a shrill phone ring shattered the silence and woke Jeffrey. The voice on the other end was tense, panicked.
Mr. Delacruz, Mrs. Delacruz gone. We checked every hospital in New Jersey, but she's nowhere to be found. You should have a look at her old medical records. She knew about the divorce. She found out a while ago and even went to the courthouse to confirm it.
I later heard that Amelia woke to the sharp ring of cigarette smoke. When she walked into the living room, the floor was littered with cigarette butts.
Did something happen at the casino?
She asked softly. Jeffrey came to himself, but, unlike usual, didn't bother to put out the cigarette.
It's nothing.
He rusped.
Just a small issue at work. It's handled.
He didn't realize how bloodshot his eyes were or how utterly drained he looked. His men had told him that I had gone to a hospital for an abortion. That day was the same day he had brought Amelia to the casino, parading her through the empire he and I had built together, as if to announce its new queen. And while he was doing that, I had been lying alone on an operating table, killing our child. I could only imagine how furious he must have been. Outside, dawn crept in, its pale light illuminating Amelia's delicate, spotless face. It was a stark contrast to the blood-stained woman who had dared to erase his bloodline. Perhaps it was for the best. We were divorced anyway. If I wanted to weigh, he would let me. It would only save him the trouble.
It's fine.
He muttered, crushing the last of the cigarettes.
I'll take a shower.
He stepped into the bathroom and called one of his men.
Clear out those bastards from Trenton. Not one stays alive. Do it clean, and feed what's left to the sharks at the port.
Amelia soon moved into the villa, becoming the new mistress in name. Jeffrey had tailored gowns and jewelry made for her, and even arranged a comfortable, respectable position for her at the casino. With each passing day, an indescribable exhaustion began to seep into his bones, or so I later heard. Every time he came back from the blood and chaos outside, facing Amelia's innocent, unblemished eyes made him feel as if he were being split in half. Half of him was the ruthless king of New Jersey's underworld, cold, commanding, and merciless. The other half was just a facade, a polished mask of the successful businessman, just the way she imagined him to be. Just then, he thought of me. Only with me could he be himself. I had never feared the darkness in him. I had aided him in plotting, executing, and wiping out their enemies with ruthless efficiency. A gold embossed invitation to the Grand Casino Championship jersey sat on his desk, addressed to him and his wife. Once upon a time, he wouldn't have even glanced at it. With me beside him, every gambling table had been just another stage for our joint conquest, another game we always won. But now, he couldn't even remember the last time he had sat at a table. Years spent expanding his territory, hiding behind power and blood money, had dulled the edge of his skill. Even when he humored at Amelia with a few rounds, it felt like playing cards with a child. He had developed a habit of returning alone to the top floor of the casino late at night. There, surrounded by the remnants of our past, he could almost see the confident me again. He had once saved me from drug traffickers and gave me shelter. But after that, I had been the one saving him, winning key battles, eliminating rivals, staining my hands with blood so his wouldn't have to. What we had shared had never been charity. It had been survival. Two predators walking side by side through hell. Without me, there would be no Jeffrey. So why had he turned on me? Was it because my hands were stained with blood? Or was it because of the rare moments when I showed my dependence and temper that started to make him resent me? But why did those same traits in Amelia stir tenderness instead of contempt? I could only imagine the pain he felt, as if something had clamped around his heart and twisted hard, sending a sharp, splintering pain through his chest. He rose to his feet in a rush. No, he had to find me. The Golden Sparrow couldn't exist with its true queen, and he couldn't exist without me.
Turn New Jersey upside down if you have to!
He barked into the phone.
Find Geraldine. I want her found, dead or alive.
Mr. Dela Cruz, we've searched everywhere, even the hospitals, docks, and underground clinics, but there's no trace of her.
Find her mother then!
He roared, slamming his fist on the desk.
That sickly woman was hurt last time. She must be in a hospital somewhere. Grab her! I don't believe Gerald will stay hidden if her mother's in danger.
He slammed the phone down, his chest heaving, the veins at his temple pulsing in barely contained fury.
Jeff? Amelia's timid voice came from the doorway. Who are you looking for?
He turned sharply. The fury in his eyes made her flinch. Taking a deep breath, he forced his voice low.
It's just business matters. You don't need to worry.
Amelia stepped closer, hands clasped nervously. I made you some dessert. It'll help with the stress.
He took a bite, saying nothing. It was sweet, cloyingly so, just like her. But that sugary softness couldn't come close to drowning out the restless storm churning inside him. Half a month passed, and there was still no trace of me or my mother. Jeffrey's temper had grown increasingly volatile, and everyone Asino walked on eggshells around him. He couldn't understand how a gravely injured woman and her frail mother vanished right under his nose. That night, he was on the top floor again, drunk out of his mind. When Amelia arrived, one of his men was still giving a report. Jeffrey cursed, grabbed the nearest bottle, and hurled it across the room. The man fell silent immediately and fled when he saw Amelia at the door. She pushed down her unease and stepped closer to help him up.
Jeff, why are you drinking so much again? Let me help you back to bed.
His unfocused eyes lifted, and suddenly he grabbed her wrist.
Gary,
His voice cracked, haughty and pleading.
don't go. I was wrong. Come back to me.
Amelia froze. She must have wondered, didn't Jeffrey say I was dead? She looked around the room, the vanity, the wardrobe, the nightstand, and realized there wasn't a single photo to be found. What kind of man, who claimed to have loved his wife, kept not even a picture of her? The next day, Jeffrey took her to a prenatal checkup. On the drive back, Amelia ventured tentatively.
Jeff, when will we have our wedding? If we wait much longer, I won't be able to hide my pregnancy.
In the past, Jeffrey would have been ecstatic. But now, irritation prickled beneath his skin.
I'm too busy with casino affairs right now.
He muttered.
We'll talk about it later.
Amelia lowered her head.
If it's too much trouble for you, I can leave. He was silent for a few seconds, then sighed.
Don't overthink it. Once the casino matters are settled at the end of the month, we'll have our wedding.
Back at the casino, while Jeffrey was in a meeting, Amelia slipped into the records room. The guards didn't dare stop her. She searched through file after file but found no document related to me.
Mrs. Dela Cruz, what exactly are you looking for?
One of the young men asked hesitantly.
I want to see Geraldine's file.
The guy blurted.
Her file? Mr. Dela Cruz ordered everything destroyed after she left.
The man next to him elbowed him hard, but the damage was done. Amelia's face drained of color, her heart gripped by an icy, visible hand.